Bro, why would you purposely cut yourself? Okay, so I am definitely old enough to shave. All right, and I definitely I don't really shave much at all, really. But either way, if I was to, it would be a straight razor, guys. And I'm not sure that I've ever encountered a reason why someone would want to leave blood on the blade itself. That sounds absolutely disgusting.
And the wickedness of the devil.
Okay.
Now, son, who's that?
Saint Michael.
Who is it?
Saint Michael.
Okay, so he's like a preacher, but a very old one. All right, guys, so is this like some alternate universe? All right, so random dead rabbit pelts. Bro, are they in like a mine? Okay, so it's like some type of symbol. Natives versus dead rabbits. Or maybe this is like after civilization fell or something, guys. What is this?
I'll give you 10 per notch. 10. You have my word.
10 per notch. Okay. All right, so it looks like we have a mercenary of some sorts. Okay, this is definitely not future. This is past. Oh, what time period is this? Wagon wheels, gangs of New York. Or this is New York, most likely. Late 1800s, maybe? Early 1900s? Most likely. I'm going to say late 1800s. Horse-drawn carriages, because if it was the early 1900s, they would just be carriages or cars, right? Are you trying to tell me that all of that, of what we just saw, was inside of this building? Okay. Gangs of New York. Dead rabbits versus the natives, they said. Okay, he has a... Okay. Natives. Was this a battle over immigrants? Because these are absolutely not natives. Okay. Let's start right there. They're not natives. They're also immigrants. So it looks like, based off the accent, and I heard boyo a couple of times, right? So these are probably Irishmen. And these are descendants of settlers on the other side that are being called most likely natives, even though they are not natives. Okay.
The Chichesters! The 40 thieves!
Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I know the story. This was the battle over... wait, so this is going to be a movie about the battle, basically, that over the area that we now call Times Square, I think. I think so. Potentially. But it was a silly battle because... for what, bro? But either way. If I recall, at least.
We are met at this chosen ground to settle for good and all.
Right.
Who holds sway over the 5 points?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I think so. 100%.
Us natives
90%.
or the foreign hordes defiling it?
You both are the foreign hordes. Okay. You both are.
Against your Roman popery!
Bro, you're talking about the same... You're battling over the same thing. Okay? What is this even happening? Why is this happening?
Prepare to receive!
Well, I mean, this is at least setting us up for what is to happen or what is to come with the movie. I mean, generally, if it starts out with this level of craziness, right, then, hey, listen. Like, it's definitely terrible to, to have your son watch this, but you literally brought your son to this, and you also took part in this, right? So it's terrible for your son to see, but you kind of forfeited your life when you decided to do this irrelevant battle, bro.
Who is this under my knife?
Such a waste of life, guys.
Give him to the law. See he gets a good education.
Okay, boy, say goodbye to your father.
Okay, guys, there better be a amazingly rich backstory to why this battle happened, because the fact that I don't know why it happened, I don't know really what to think, or if I should care about what happened. Obviously, if they're starting it out, like that's the moment that caused something. I'm guessing the kid's gonna have an amazingly rich backstory now because of what just happened. Trying to forecast this here. The guy who just deleted the kid's father, most likely the kid is now going to go really hard at him. Potentially, right? The fact that he ran away says that he's going to grow up in this. With the legend of his father, then he's going to grow up, be super tough, and then delete the big bad guy with the eagle in his eye, right? That has to basically be what this is about. Now, just pure straight, like, revenge. This is a revenge movie. That's going to be filmed very well. Basically. That's kind of what I'm forecasting here.
But his dead rabbits is done!
All right, well, maybe. Maybe not. Never mind. Because if he got caught, then... Yeah, but of course you left the kid alive, so the kid is going to have to do something. He's going to have to let no one speak their name going forward. The only person that really is going to remember the name are the people who are actually who fought on the side of the dead rabbits, along with the kid, guys. 1846.
Forever from the earth.
Hell's Gate Reformatory. Also reform. Okay, so this is before the Civil War.
When the Irish Brigade marched through the streets.
Okay, so now we're in like the 60s.
The first draft in Union history.
Is over.
Vote Tammany!
America for America!
Oh, these people that like the ones who were yelling in the background, they still exist right now in the United States of America. That's what you guys to just fully understand. And like oddly, the messaging of the people screaming has kind of oddly become mainstream in like a super weird way.
Excuse me. I think you're frightening them.
So? Don't mind him, he used to be an Irishman. If only I had the guns, Mr. Tweed, I'd shoot each and every one of them before they set foot on American soil.
Jesus Christ. I think this may be the perfect movie for the time we're in. I'm telling you. Because he doesn't sound too far off, guys, from like a lot of people.
When I close my hand, it becomes a fist.
Okay.
And any time that I wish, I can turn it against you.
The people must be made to understand that all these things are best kept within what I like to call the Tammany family.
Yeah, bro, we don't need royal families. Thank you.
Which is why I'm talking. The appearance of the law must be upheld, especially while it's being broken.
You, get away from me, understand? Don't remember me, do you? That's the one tried to help you. What? That's the one trying...
Opening the door, maybe? Something with the H.
Bowery boys.
Bowery boys.
They work on their backs and their hands. They're so scurvy under the plug uglies to talk to them. But who knows what they're saying? The Slaughterhousers
No one.
and the Broadway Twisters. They're a fine bunch of bingo boys.
Okay, guys, this movie is absolutely captivating.
And the little 40 thieves who stand around on corners damning England.
Is that true?
Aye, that they do. It's quite the affair. The butcher himself's got to...
I think he recognizes the kid. I think he recognizes the kid. For real. He knows who he is. He's like, oh no.
Look where you're going, Johnny.
This is New York. Check your pockets, guys. She just took you. She took your belongings, no doubt. I think this woman is famous, guys. Almost positive. Potentially.
Well, gentlemen, I leave you in the grace and favor of the Lord.
Yeah, bro, but check your pockets.
But I check my pockets if I was you.
I told you. You know where you are, bro? You are in New York.
Because I
In the 5 points. Stop
didn't
playing.
believe she lifted your...
Oh, I let her take it.
Right.
I let her take things all the time.
Oh, okay. So police are fighting police, firemen are... Why? Like, what is the... Why? Why? I don't understand. Okay, so instead of putting the fire out, you'll sit here and just battle each other. This doesn't make any sense, guys. I guess they're like, okay, well, these other ones here, they're fake, we're real, so if they come, we're going to have to fight them. That doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, look at what's happening. Put the fire out. Oh, you know who he is. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Don't recognize him. Does he? I think he recognizes him.
My approval? What's the matter, Jack Sprat? Can't you think for yourself?
Everyone is so hostile. Oh, no.
You guys will settle with me before settling with each other.
Okay. Oh, he's a cop now.
I come from my due and proper.
Oh, my God. Recognize him. Right. Okay, so literally no one is going to recognize him, guys? No one.
Not my favorite tune.
Wow. Just break it. Bro, it seems like everybody that his father was dealing with when he was alive just turned out to just be terrible individuals, guys. So far, at least. But as of right now, movie's great. Not a single complaint, guys. No complaints. They're doing a great job here.
You don't stab him in the dark. Him where the whole court can watch him die.
Like he did to your father. All sorts. That is so nasty. That is nasty. That is absolutely gross, bro. I just want you to know, I'm sure it's super potent, mixed in with backwash from people's mouths, guys.
Mate of yours. Where's he from?
Oh, he's not from here, sir.
You!
Things are getting intriguing.
Your friend can't look me in the eye. That's not an admirable characteristic.
I mean, he also was standing away from you, so you would ignore him, but you called him over. Let me guess, you're going to start to like him, and he's going to be like a double agent. That's kind of where it seems like we're going here, guys. as of right now, the movie is great, not a, without a doubt. But I do hope that he doesn't get involved with him, because then obviously he then becomes super risky for him. Like if you're going to go at him at some, I guess, get close to him. Yeah, okay, how about this? Let me rephrase this here. I think that he should definitely get close to him in some manner, as long as he doesn't recognize him, obviously, right? Move up the ranks or whatever it is, and then just delete him.
No one can look in you.
Please don't make that noise again, Harvey.
you just penetrated his hand, by the looks of it.
I like a man who's done. Who knows, but he might save your life again.
How do you know that he saved his life in the first place? Like, were they just having conversations? Oh, well, no, bro, no. How do you know that he saved his life in the fire? Were you there? I mean, you were outside, but I don't know, weird.
Less than 15.
Wait, is this fresh?
4 hours most. Much obliged.
What? Is it fresh? Wait, what? Huh? Excuse me, what's going on here? Are you about to eat him? Maybe. Okay, they sold the... Wait. Okay. I should have read this here. I wasn't even paying attention to what was on the screen here, guys. All right, let's go. For science? For medical stuff?
A body's supposed to stay beneath the earth, wearing the wooden coat until the resurrection.
Yeah, but how do they know the body got stolen? How would they know that? Okay.
These two are just a pair of bug-eating sons.
Like, did they specifically speak to someone and say, yeah, we took a body and sold it? Like, that body could have fallen over the side. It just so happens they know instantly that it was sold for medical purposes, for science?
Of Irish pictures, same as you are, don't
Guys, keep in mind, that fighting stance is absolutely atrocious to look at, but it works. So I'm guessing this is like an audition.
The mighty McGloin, almost fish hooked by a sprat.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense in the world. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a revenge piece. He's going to kind of rise up the ranks. I think I've heard this, like, this story is not a brand new story. And what I mean by, obviously, this story is a new story, sure, right? But the story that's being told is a story that is identical to a lot of other stories that have been told, if that makes any sense. So the initial scene that we saw in the movie itself was like a super pivotal moment in this man's life, right? And then obviously that is what's going to dictate what he's going to be doing going forward. This is an interesting way to tell a story, right? But I absolutely enjoy it. Seriously.
Never knew of Ireland was in the talk of the others at the orphan asylum.
And which part of that excrementitious isle were your forebears spawned?
I've been told Kerry, but I lost proof of it in my language.
So he speaks like this, has a vocabulary like this, but he didn't know what the word ghoul was. That's weird.
At the asylum.
Well, then I leave you in the grace and favor of the Lord. That's right.
Bro, nah, follow her. She took something. I don't know what it is yet, right? But she took something. Look inside the inside of your jacket, guys. Do that. I don't trust it.
I hope you won't think me rude if I speak.
I want to point out that this shot is impossible. Yeah, this is an impossible shot, guys.
Peer forward.
Wait.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, this isn't real. All right, I was wondering. Okay, so basically, how they did this was there are two frames that are happening here, and they put them together basically behind the scenes, right? So you have this one image that is super focused and he's super close to the lens, while this is super in focus with a shallow depth of field happening in the background here. So yeah, there's no way. This is not a plausible reality. This is a completely fake shot done on the cutting room floor, basically. It's interesting to encounter. It's just not real. It can't be real.
Picks out a fine house and goes right through the back door. Robs you blind.
Oh, well, that's one way to do it.
I'll have my medal back. Oh, Jesus! Don't do that again.
She's gonna do it again.
I said don't do that. Go back to the... All right. Go on, then.
Yeah, love interest.
I would.
Too much chemistry happening here, guys.
Go on, then.
I don't know which one's yours.
Take them all. Take them all. Yeah, love interest. 100%.
I'll walk with you a little then.
Meet you, sir.
Leaders. Mr. Greeley.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Governor.
5 Points welcomes you. You are welcome to these streets and will pass in safety.
Oh, I'll see to their safety. Thank you, Bill. Here I am. Good day, lads.
Maybe.
Criminals braggadocio.
Listen, you're saying all of that, but just be fully aware, just be fully aware. He's allowing you here.
Just want to see your face, son. No harm intended.
He recognizes him. 100%, bro. Yeah, you know. Okay. Okay, so what?
Bill's taken quite a liking to you. Now, if you're up to something, Benny, only I don't want no part in it.
I mean,
I'm just trying to make my way is all. Just like you.
not just like him. He's just trying to live his best life. You are deeply thinking about all the things that he did to your father.
Of lewdness, jack rolling,
That's crazy.
sneak thievery,
Sneak
full
thievery.
hydrating, sodomy,
Right.
strangulation, and enthusiastic corruption of the public good.
All right, so all the good stuff. How were these guys selected?
Good evening, Reverend.
It's as though you should have shaved closer.
Should have shaved.
Oh, good evening, Reverend. I do beg your pardon.
Oh my.
Miss?
Everdeen?
Miss Everdeen.
Yeah, definitely the most beautiful from this very specific lineup. I'm just going to go ahead and say that, and then we're going to go forward. Oh. Move along. Yeah. Absolutely. Just say it. We know.
That one.
Our queen has
queen. So what you're saying is that all of the individuals that were standing in that line could have been the queen for. Oh. Guys, the friend is super pitiful walking around with the music box that he literally pilfered from a burning house. He's super pitiful. You know, obviously he got this so he can have something to give to her that she may like, potentially, right? But you're trying to buy this young lady's love. She doesn't want you. She wants the mysterious guy. You're not mysterious. You do understand the bro code, though, right? You understand. The fact that he just smiled when she said that is kind of like, oh, I don't know. Do you trust him going forward with your friendship, sir? I don't know. I'm not sure I would. Personally.
There was a baby. They cut it out.
It's fine.
What? It's not fine. Oh my God, just a thought. Imagine that actually. Whoa. There was a baby. They cut it out. All right, I'm looking at your scars, sir. All right. As of right now, I still think hers are crazier, mainly because obviously we got the backstory associated with it. We don't know the backstory. The backstory could be super weak, so until we find out, I'm not going to go ahead and say that your scars are better than hers, because as of right now, she won.
Well, you're quicker than most fellas. Generally, they wait till afterwards.
But most fellas... Most. I'm guessing she has a body count higher than 20, 30, 40, 50. I could probably keep adding numbers to that. That's that. I don't know why you'd want to even interact with that many people in real life. But you know what? Congratulations.
I ain't interested in the butcher's leavings.
Smart. The winner in the... I'm almost positive they shouldn't be boxing each other based off of the weight class, but you know what? The
75th round!
Like we know, 75th round. Guys, we know why this happened, because again, this man is like a lightweight, bro. And you put, I think this man is bigger than a heavyweight.
Allow me to... Like giving this country over to them what's had no hand in the fighting for it? Why, because they come off a boat crawling with lice and begging you for soup?
You're a great one for the fighting, Bill.
I just want everyone to know how he sounds. Remember, no matter what's happening here, I want you to remember, how does he look in this scene? Right? Does he look like the good guy or the bad guy? That's where I'm at. Does he look like the good guy or does he look like the bad guy? All right. You know what? You can read between those lines there, guys. I would say absolutely. So when you hear anything, like all the things that he just said, I want you to remember the scene here and be like, does he look like he's a good guy or is he a bad guy? And if you say good guy, then you think he's a good guy. And if you say bad guy, then you think he's a bad guy. But the moral of the story is, pay attention to how he looks when he says these things.
Like giving this...
This one makes you a private in the Union Army. Now go fight for your country. Next.
Until you come back and they kick you out. I think that's what happens to a lot of people from Mexico. If you look at the border states in the United States of America, you will encounter veterans of the U.S. Army who have been deported after this type of arrangement, actually. You'll find a lot of them in the border towns. You're in New York. Down with the Union. What? Guys.
What's on the road?
That's an interesting thing. Because obviously he wants to delete him, right? But instead, he just got a whole lot of favor. But your end goal, most likely, is to delete him anyway. So why would you save him? You're the only one that saw it. Why would you do that?
He's popped the butcher!
God, forgive me.
He'll live. All right, now take your finger off the trigger. Yeah, taste it. That'll.
I'm hearing confession tonight, you mother-holding Irish. Whose man are you? We speak English in this country. Whose man are you? You see this knife? I'm gonna teach you to speak English with it.
Mother. That is a spectacular way to curse somebody. Very colorful.
Well, that
very
tell us
colorful.
very much.
Where's Legree? Where's Mopsy?
Yeah, look at what you did. He's mad at himself now, obviously. Now, did that bullet go through? Because I'm not sure it did. Yeah, like, it didn't go through at all. So it's literally still in his, maybe his lung? He's still speaking very loudly, so maybe not.
He was a fellow who wrote the King James Bible. Mister, I don't know what in the hell you're talking about.
He was one of the writers. Let's not just do that, right? Because when people say that, it obviously minimizes the people who say that, they're making an attempt to minimize the Bible. Okay, I'm not religious at all, right? But I understand not to attempt to minimize other people's religions, right? So, yes, was he one of the writers of Shakespeare? I mean, of the KJC specifically? Yeah, absolutely. To the point where he may have signed his name in the Bible, in the KJC itself. Yeah, right. Something about shaking the spear. Who's that? He signed his name, right? So that's a funny thing there. But let's not say that the KJC specifically was written by Shakespeare. He played a part in it. Yes.
Because you're a thick, ignorant barbarism. Just like your father.
Oh. Yeah, he knows. He knows.
That's it. That's it.
I believe I'll have a drink.
Careful, Tweety, the mort's Frenchified.
No, I'm clean. Come on. Let's go to
Frenchified. Oh no. Bro, time and a place.
Is there anyone in the 5 points you haven't?
Just you.
Yes! You!
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Calm down!
Guys, this building is not structurally sound. Because if he and her, or she and he, right, have the ability to move it and touch it and let things, things are falling off of it, I'm not sure you should probably be in this building. She knew exactly, hence the reason why she told Johnny, I think it's time for you to go. Maybe you should go. She knew exactly. Oh. Oh. Just playing. Oh.
I can't sleep.
So you come into...
I'm 47.
Okay.
47 years old. You know how I stayed alive this long? All these years.
Go ahead. Getting rid of your competition?
Fear.
Oh. Yeah, it's a good motivator.
Spectacle of fearsome acts.
Right. That's a good motivator.
Who was he? A nobody. A coward.
I would not call what he did cowardice.
What an ignominious end that would have been.
And he doesn't know what the word ghoul is? Yeah.
The priest and me, we lived by the same principles. It was only faith divided us.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than that. You're pretty much you are excessively xenophobic. Let's just be real here. You embody. If anyone wanted to know what xenophobic looks and sounds like, it's everything he says and does. Pure xenophobia. You don't like people that are not you. That's basically what you exude. You are a xenophobic madman.
He gave me this, you know.
Should have gave you more. Yeah.
He was the only man I ever worth remembering.
Okay.
I never had a son.
Oh no, no. Oh no. Don't do it. Don't say it. You look at him like he's a son.
Civilization is crumbling.
Okay. Every older generation says the younger generation is breaking society. I think a lot of it has to do with new ideas. People tend to be somewhat afraid of things that are different and new, right? So obviously someone older speaking to someone younger is always going to say the world is ending. The sky is falling. So if they were saying that in 1870 or 1860 something is probably where they are now. Imagine what everyone says now. It's crazy that she didn't wake up. Or maybe she is awake, listening. Just didn't want to turn around.
If you got anything to say, and now is the time to say it. Who is he to you, Jenny?
You should know in your own mind that he never laid a hand on me until I asked him to.
What does that change? What exactly does that change?
Who are you? Who are you?
He's not going to tell you. He's not going to tell you. No way. Don't do it. Oh no. Amsterdam.
What did you say?
He's not who he says he is.
He's not who he says he is.
Oh no. You're doing this over a woman, bro. You know that, right? Because this woman didn't like you. You're now doing this over someone who didn't want you, bro. That's crazy. All right.
Count your blessings. He considers you a friend.
The only thing he considers, Bill, every day and every night is how best to kill you.
That loose tongue in that head of yours. You want me to take it out for you? I'll bury it right up your fundament where it belongs. I can read right through you. You're empty.
His name is Valin! Don't do it, Bill. His name's Valin.
Oh, you know that name, Bill. Bro, that is clownery, bro. Like, what benefit are you getting? Do you think that if Bill deletes him, then you're gonna get the girl? Is that your impression? She doesn't want you, bro. It's life. I mean, listen, he's extremely accurate. I'm not sure that I would ever, even if someone was extremely accurate, accidents do absolutely happen. I wouldn't go up there. And who knows? Maybe he knows.
For this.
Of course.
Apologies, my dear. Pick it up.
Relax. Hey, listen, you're alive. Hey, Jenny, I think it may be time for you to run. Like, get away from this life. Whatever this is, there's no future in it. If you do any of this, you're not getting out of this. Understand? This is not the place or the time.
Hats off! We pay tribute to the leader of our enemies. An honorable man who crossed over bravely, fighting for what he believed in.
What? Oh, well, I mean, bro, keep in mind, he knows. He now knows.
To defeat my enemy in honor of Priest Vallon. Come on, Priest Vallon! That's a wound.
Oh.
I want you all to meet the son of Priest Vallon, like a sneak thief.
You deserve it, though. Like, I'm gonna be honest, you really don't deserve to have the breath that you're taking.
Instead of fighting, he ain't earned a death at my hands. No.
Just to be maimed.
He'll walk amongst you marked with shame. A freak.
Wow. Letting him live. Not smart, Bill. Okay, I mean, listen, I understand you're not very intelligent in the first place here, but you're making him a monster now, right? Absolutely. I cannot wait for Bill to no longer be here, guys. All right. Now they both have, two horrific scars. They mentioned scars earlier, right? And so now he obviously is going to have I don't know, is that a better backstory for the scar, guys? I don't know. It may be. It actually may be one of the best backstories for a scar, actually. Conversation piece.
I often wondered if he'd lived a bit longer. Would he have wanted a bit more?
Generally, exactly how that happens. Yeah. The powerful can't just stop once they reach their goal.
Why'd you rifle through his pockets then?
To get what he was owed?
For safekeeping.
Oh.
Thought maybe you could do with it.
Oh. I think that changes everything that I thought about this man.
Blood stays on the blade.
I wish I understood this like analogy here, guys. Why? Why does the blood stay on the blade?
I want you to go out there. You, nobody else. None of your little minions. I want you to go out there. And I want you to punish the person who's responsible.
This is all fake.
For murdering this poor little rabbit.
I love it. Yeah.
Is that understood?
Right. Guys, this guy's a spectacular actor. Everyone. Like, nothing feels, I don't know, terrible, right? Every single thing we're encountering is just like a beautifully acted piece of art here, guys. Right? But that's like exactly how it happens. So, like, you have to put on the fake tears before anyone actually pays attention to you, right? Maybe I need to start fake crying, because I don't cry at all. But maybe I should just start fake crying in like random scenarios that make no sense for crying in. I don't know. I think that'll be a great idea. It'll be interesting at least.
Still, I think it shows dash. Give the boy some time, we'll settle with a good dust-up.
All right. Yeah, I don't think this dust-up is going to go as well for you as the last one. 20 years does a lot of things to a man's body. And you were at least 35 back then. All right? So when you did that, you were basically at the end of your, goodness. 20 years? Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm not sure that's going to work as well as you think it is.
And all you need's a spark, right? Just one spark. Something to wake us all up.
Get him out of here. Now.
Was willing to give his life for his country.
Okay.
Like my father done. Are you willing to do that, my young friend?
He's going to take your life and most likely put you on public display. You have the nerve to pray to anyone? You? I'm not sure that message got to your mother.
Our name is called the Dead Rabbits, to remind all of our suffering, and as a call to those who suffer still to join our ranks. Numbers must come great strength.
Are you praying for more people to join your cause to help delete people? I don't know. Again, guys, I'm not a super religious person, right? But I just don't think that these things are conducive. I don't know how you could pray to win a war. You understand what I'm saying here? Like, I don't know how you can pray to watch other people be deleted. That almost doesn't make any sense from what I at least thought I knew, unless that's a normal thing. And I just don't know because I'm ignorant. It could be. I could be ignorant. But I'm not sure the prayers are going past the ceiling, guys. All right?
Born in this country, sir. You emigrated here. You will fight for this country, sir.
Wait, Jesus, war does terrible things to men.
Get back uptown. Where you?
How would you know? You're paying not to be involved in it.
$300.
Could I say what I want?
That's why I wanted you.
Our elected representatives.
I mean, from what we've learned about this man here, he would make a great candidate for the top law enforcement of the area.
Are a gang of thieves.
Remember the first rule of politics. The ballots don't make the results. The counters make them.
Yeah. Keep counting. And listen, see these ballots that we counted already? Don't worry, let's count. Let's keep that number, but let's count them again.
There you are, Bill. People have spoken.
Very notion of violent reprisal benumbs them.
I don't think Bill cares.
Come on up. Let's see if we can resolve our grievances the democratic way.
Yeah, don't invite him into your property. He doesn't understand. He's mad that he lost. Right? Don't turn your back on him. Of course.
45, you Irish bug.
Oh my God. in front of everybody, just witnesses everywhere. What did you see? I saw nothing. How do we just brush past that? Like, I mean...
I'll festoon my bedchamber with his guts. As for you, Mr. Tammany,
oh,
you come down to the points again, and you'll be dispatched by mine own hand.
This guys, there are levels of just absolute nuts, and then there's this individual. His vocabulary is stunning, it's impeccable, right? But I don't know where I'm even going with this. I'm just shocked. I'm just like flustered slightly by this. Like, the law knows it's him. They're just letting him not, get arrested. Like, based off of how Bill is, like, why would you even make an attempt to have any type of decorum with him? Like, this isn't an honorable thing you guys are doing here. This is not honorable at all. Just send like 30 guys to where he sleeps and delete him, right? Because there's no one after him, right? I mean, you can then go after all the other people that are currently sitting down next to him. Sure, why not, right? But once you delete Bill, that's the head of the snake. Everyone else is going to crumble. They're not doers. They're followers, right? They're not creators. They're just there. Right? They have no real value here, guys. So just delete Bill right now. Right now. Just delete him. Please.
The drums was beaten.
Dead rabbits.
I think the only name, like growing up in New York, right? I think the only name that persisted were probably the 40 Thieves. Hence the reason why when I heard it, I was just like, wait a second.
No pistols.
Good boy.
Terms are resolved. Council's concluded.
There's a gang council, guys. Okay. Guy, this is wild.
I don't remember.
Can always hire one half of the poor to the other half.
Message.
I've booked passage for California.
Jenny, give me one more day and I'll go with you.
You'll be dead by then.
Well, what'd you have me do?
Hey, that's not how the story is moving. I think he's probably going to be the only one left alive.
I don't know.
Bill has to be deleted.
The city is not mad. I prophesy a very dark night.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think you understand how things are moving, bro. They're not interested. Please pray over me and keep me safe, so I can use my hands, guide my hands on this day of vengeance, is what it says here at the bottom here. Right? Guide my hands to delete other people. Again, the ceiling, no higher than that. Yeah, but to the bad side or to the other side, you're the wicked. So who's the wickedest? Like, what are we judging this by, right? Like, keep this all in mind here. Like, bad can be defined differently based off of who's actually looking, right?
On your order, Valen.
I order you to disperse! Fire!
Nice. We got cannons? Oh! Oh. Are you firing anywhere else but here? I'm fine with that. All of what you were fighting for is in rubble, bro. Yeah, let go of his hand and walk away slowly. Let him expire by himself. Yeah, hold his hand. Console him. Take his eye. Like how he had a photo of your father. Take his eye.
We're burying a lot of votes down here tonight.
Now, what's left for you in New York? Nothing. All right. Or stay and rebuild.
We never knew how many New Yorkers died that way. And so then, too, was our great city. It would be like no one even knew it.
Yeah. All right, so the movie was absolutely spectacular. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of break this this conversation here up into a couple of parts because I think it's extremely necessary here. In terms of how the movie was filmed, let's start there. I think that it was filmed beautifully. Obviously, gigantic budget here. Audio sounds great. Everything was done in a way that was meant for it to look great. There was not an overusage of teal and orange, which is absolutely surprising, right? But it definitely tells me that this was done on film, right? So they were not going to kind of beat us over the head with the digital teal and orange look. So congratulations on that right there. Next part here, the acting, phenomenal. Every single person in here acted beautifully. I absolutely hated a lot of these characters, right? And so that's obviously a testament of how well each of them most likely did some type of method acting to kind of put themselves in that headspace, let's say, right? In order to deliver the performances that they delivered. Astonishing. All of them. Not a single bad actor here, okay? But also the writing was great. Everything, the screenplay was phenomenal, completely. Every single thing about this film was great to encounter, okay? Subject matter wise, I don't know, right? Towards the end of the movie, I stopped caring, honestly, about what happened to either side. Like, I just was completely... Okay, both of you guys can delete each other right now, and it will mean the same thing to me, right? Mainly for about what was happening here, guys. We know that the Civil War was going on at this time. Obviously, by the time cutting was basically deleted, it was 1863. So there were 2 more years of the civil kerfuffle, right? So a lot more lives were being lost. If we did I think the math totaled up to about 620,000 people that were lost during our last Civil War, right? So that's one thing that you remember that at least, right? So there were a lot of lost lives over craziness, guys. So of course, in the North, but in the North, they were like, I don't really care what's going on. Not my problem. I get that, right? Because it's not affecting you, so it's not really your problem. I said this in a video recently, and people were like, that's not how things are. Bro, that's kind of how things are. If it doesn't affect you, you don't really care. And based off the ending of it also, where they were just specifically targeting, places where black people were living, that says that they don't care, obviously, but now they're also angry and targeting specifically black people in New York City, right? So it's just like, okay, you don't care, so now you're angry at the draft because of this thing, so you then target the people there because of this. It's a weird thing that's happening here, but did it happen? Of course it happened throughout the United States of America, right? So that's nothing specifically new there, right? And I think that's probably what helped, guys. I was just like, it's hard for me to care about your plight when you don't care about anyone else's plight. You know what I mean here? So by the time it got to the point where the mob started taking over, it was just like, yeah, I don't really care. I don't know. It's hard for me to feel for you, right? When you're specifically like engaging in like racialized violence. It's hard for me to care about anything you say going forward. It's hard. So that's that, right? I also generally stay away from movies from this period for a reason, okay? Because my lived experiences will instantly come into play while watching things like this. It's really hard to specifically separate these type of things and still care about what's happening with the character, if that makes any sense. But we watched it, Gangs of New York. I think that as a film, I have no idea what it's rated, but it's probably rated extremely high based off of the actors that were obviously chosen for the film. The sound design is great. The visuals are great. The overall story is great. But again, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's rated high. So guys, listen, if you guys want to see the full-length reaction, it is on Patreon at the second tier. And you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.